Good morning, everyone, and happy holidays. Not too far from Christmas, just a few more days. So, since we did Euro Truck last week, I thought I would jump in here and get an ATS load in. I'm, yeah, not feeling the best today, so I didn't want to deal with AI traffic, so I came into Truckers MP. And don't worry, I'm fine, just got a little bit of a head cold. So, we're sitting in, I believe we're in Hobbs. Yeah. And we're going to go up to Albuquerque. So, let's get this thing. We're decked out in Christmas. I do love what TMP did with the trailers this year. They light up, and that is a nice touch. A very nice touch. Even the lights twinkle. I really debated about doing this in single player because I have some add-ons for the W900. This is my favorite truck. I like Viper's Pete, but I'm a Kenworth guy, so there's a what is it, a 100E that's out there, a cab over. I drive it a lot too. I need to do a video on it. But for this one, we're going to stick with a W900 with a Christmas paint job. Oh, I turn my track IR on, I guess. Get it set. There we go. Get us out of town here, and it's too noisy up there for me. I like riding on top of this truck, but I know I don't have to stop. There's nobody in here. Got damage on this truck. Wonder how that. Oh, that's right. Forgot I was in here last night. And I had the winter physics in at that time and slid and clipped something. All right. Get ourselves rolling here. Trying to decide if I want to. I think we'll do it this way. So many buttons. There we go. Kind of ironic. Just last week we got hit with like 5 to 7 inches of snow, and now it's been in the 40s and 50s the last couple of days. So all that snow is melting. Not completely gone yet, but it's going to be gone before Christmas gets here, and that's unfortunate. We won't have a white Christmas, but oh well. I take whatever weather the good Lord gives me. Also, after the first of the year, every Sunday night, I will put up a. I haven't decided if it's going to be live, because it'd be kind of hard to do it live unless I set it up to people can ask me yes or no questions, and however I honk answers yes or no, because silent night means no talking. But I'm considering trying it live. We'll see. I got to get it set up right so people understand when they come in that I can't. Not that I can't. I won't answer over a microphone. I'll answer with a truck horn, one or two. This would be nice if I actually got into the right gear, wouldn't it? I love this snow mods. I've been driving it in here and in Euro Truck. Euro Truck, I use the heavy snow add-on. The physics make it rough because like I had the physics in ATS and I could not get it to where I was comfortable. I mean, I could drive slow and it was slowing down. Once you hit the brakes, it's hard to tell. It's like you're on ice. It just doesn't slow down very fast. I have not tried it in the physics in Euro Truck yet. If it's the same as last year, I know what it's like. It'll be close to what's going on in ATS. And that not having any brakes just drives me nuts. It was kind of cool. It's like a challenge, like driving on a sheet of ice and using the Jake brake and downshifting and a little bit of brake. I did get 2 loads done doing that.
Go straight on. Keep right and then turn right. Turn right.
It's empty in here right now because Truckers MP Christmas convoy is going on.
Go straight on.
That's over in Euro Truck, so it's really, really quiet in here. Plus, it's Sunday morning. I think when I came in, there was 100 and some people on the server. So the chance of us seeing anybody is... Actually, no, that was on the regular simulation server, which is a European server. The US server was down below 100. It'll pick up, though, here later on. I'm thinking about maybe trying, maybe do a stream this evening. Sundays is a day that... Oh, that's right, I won't be able to this evening. I forgot. That's it's after the football game. Today is one of those rare days. The wife and I, we like different professional football teams. She likes the Bears. I like the Kansas City Chiefs. And they match up tonight, or this evening or tonight, one of the two. I can't remember what time it is. I think it's the night game, but I'll have to check. So either before or after that, if I do another stream, is when I'll have to do that. And I gotta say it, go Chiefs. I'll make sure the wife sees this spot when she gets home from church. And it's
Go straight on.
there's people around here not happy with me because I don't support the Bears because we're in Bear territory, but I have liked the Chiefs since they picked up Oh, Montana. That time back. Oh, we got some players in here.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Been nice if he'd stayed on his side of the frickin' road.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Did not catch what they said, so hopefully they didn't talk to me. Nope, not to me. And it's still, yeah, up in the air about tax time. I'm gonna have some extra money, and yeah, there's a lot of the wife and I are doing a lot of debating about. I mean, we know what options I have in front of me. I want to either do some upgrades on, not necessarily my computer. My computer's running okay now. I got a couple bugs worked out on that, but I kind of want to upgrade and get a new computer and prep for Flight Simulator 2020 that's coming. But there's some other things that I'd like to be able to do to my sim rig here. It's starting to take over this part of the house. I mean, right now I've got the computer desk, two monitors, two tablets. I'm going through this. Two tablets, steering wheel and shifter. I have an X52 flight stick for my space games. I have a gamepad for a couple games that the controller don't work with. And of course my keyboard and mouse, and I have a headset, but I also have surround sound speakers. I have a good setup. The only thing I'm really missing is either two more monitors. I mean, to be ideal, triple monitors with a sim seat that I could sit down in. But I'm kind of at the point where I'm running out of fuel. Oh no, 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 no! I forgot about fuel. Um, I don't know if there's a fuel station ahead of us. I better pull over and look. I want to run out. Get far enough off the road. Anybody comes along, they won't hit me. Maybe. Alright, let's look at the map. Yeah, there's a gas station right up there. If I can make it there. Release the brake. Anyway, the wife and I have been discussing. I'd kind of like to get her into this little part of my world. She games, but not on computers.
Keep right, and then
But that could be because we only have one really good gaming computer. We have several computers, just only one that's capable of handling all these games. So my thought was, if I get another computer, we got high enough bandwidth that we can both play. Maybe not necessarily stream when we do. And I discussed that with her, and she had that look on her face like, yeah, maybe, but I'm not going to commit to that. And I spoke to her about maybe when my little area is done, if I didn't go with a sim seat, I could buy 2 regular computer chairs. Well, gaming chairs. I get 2 of them for about the price of my sim seat. And put them right over here where I'm sitting at. I use one, she could use the other. Oh, and it'd be like she's riding in a truck with me. So I'm pitching some ideas to her, trying to get her in here with me. Now, who knows? Maybe you'll get to see Lady Night in here trucking one of these nights. I know that would attract a lot of people, and it's not necessarily a good thing considering my wife is a Sunday school teacher and very committed to her beliefs, and there's a lot of people out there that would not respect that. Come on, gas station. Yeah, I could have been pushing the clutch in every now and then, coasting, saving fuel. There's the station. This will save us some fuel right here. We got lucky. We got lucky. I'm going to have to make a checklist for this, just like I'm already planning on making a checklist. I'm building a, if I get Flight Simulator 2020, I'm going to build a routine because I'm not efficient in, flight procedures and all that stuff. So I'm going to go heavy into the flight training when I get that game and learn all the techniques and the lingo, and then I'm going to program as much of it as I can onto my voice attack. Now that way it'd be a lot easier when I come in lining up. I can like lower gear, lower flaps, landing lights on, stuff like simple commands. I can program that to the voice attack. But if I have a pre-flight checklist that I have to walk to, as I verbalize to that checklist, voice attack can be, when I say it, voice attack can check it for me. As far as if I say, avionics on, it could turn it on, I don't have to actually literally flip the switch, it would do it for me.
get ready to turn left.
I think that'd be cool.
Turn left.
Make it easier for me to learn all that stuff. After a while, I'd develop a mental, mental memory, like you have muscle memory when you do something long enough. This would be, a brain memory routine that it would remember. Oops, wrong gear. There we go. So yes, that is coming in the future. Flight Simulator 2020. I should start brushing up. I have Microsoft Flight Simulator X. There was another one by Dovetail Games that had so much potential, and they didn't follow through on it. But I have it. It's still on my Steam list. But I also have X-Plane 11, and I I'm the type of person. I'm not a hardcore simmer, and I'm not a noob to setting stuff up in games, but I don't like it when they overcomplicate things or make it appear overcomplicated. I've had it installed a couple times and did some basic flights, so I need to rethink that and maybe install it and start getting myself ready for Flight Sim 2020 when it comes out. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is I used to be heavy into online racing, and I got away from it. It's like anything else. If you do it enough, and I did, I used to race online for several years, 8 to 10 hours a day. I was on the computer racing, and you do that long enough, you burn out. Just like I got another game, Elite Dangerous. I love that game, but I've played it so much. I got like 3,600 hours in that game, and I'll get back into it because there's some new stuff coming out in 2020 for that game that hopefully the big update on that one at the end of the year will be good, but we'll see. Because I like that game, just they need to put some new stuff in. But as far as the racing, the simulator, it wasn't a game, it was a simulator. And that was by Papyrus, however some people say it differently, but NASCAR Racing 2000 or NASCAR Racing 2003 season, and that game was a full-on simulator. And when you wanted to go full bore be simulated, you could. But it's from 2003, so the graphics are dated. But there's people out there that's been able to upgrade it to some point, but not to today's standards. And I know everybody's like, oh well, there's NASCAR Heat. Yeah, they're getting there, but they're still behind quite a bit. Their last one, I will admit, was a major improvement, but just not quite there. I still run it from time to time. I don't record or stream on it because the video comes out really bad. That's messed up. But I'm thinking of getting back into iRacing. I got into it before, got up a couple levels. For me, all I would want, the road racing is not that big of a deal for me. Although I met, cup cars at Watkins Glen or Sears Point, and now Daytona at the Roval. But other than that, road coursing has just never been my thing. So I've always, and everybody's like, oh, well, there's no skill in going fast and turning left. There is. It's not just as simple as it sounds. And I hate these speed checks. And we got another truck. They were honking, I just couldn't hear it. Oh, come on. Why did I lose my throttle? Hmm. That's not a good sign. See, this is a part that I don't. The world truckloads are already strapped at 65. Now, here, for whatever reason, it slowed me all down to 45. And what was weird was I was pushing my clutch in and hitting the gas, and it wasn't giving me no response on my gas pedal. It's kind of crazy. But the good thing is, everybody has to face it. I'd never noticed before that when you push the clutch in and hit the gas, that it, in those zones, that it takes your throttle away. Anyway, back to iRacing. For me, it's going to be the oval racing. Um, I I love plate racing if done correctly. I don't like the fuel mileage racing. I don't. To me, that's not racing. You know, when you just ride in line and lift off the throttle and save gas and feather and don't make no moves. To me, that's not racing. To me, that's just riding in line and doing nothing. But now tracks like Atlanta, Kansas, you know, even the small tracks, Martinsville and Bristol, those
Exit
I had a blast on those tracks. I don't know how many laps in my lifetime in simulators I have turned on those small tracks like that. To me, that's where the real racing is. All right, I don't see nobody coming. All right, we're getting there.
and then turn right.
Depending on what kind of loads they got, we might just do one
Turn
more.
right.
You know what? Nobody's coming. Let's go on around the corner. Oh, we got a couple trucks over here.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Thought it was a couple. It's only one. I just thought of that. Hmm.
Turn right.
Kind of want to get another stream in today sometime, but got to do a little family event here after a bit. Football tonight. I'll try to squeeze something in somewhere.
Your route guidance is now finished.
Everybody's crazy over the Lone Star. And I'll admit the interior of that truck looks really nice. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the truck. It's a good truck. FCS did a good job on it, except for I really wish they would do something different with the engines. But they did announce on the live stream they had the other day. Let's get this load unhooked. Oh, I should have checked for loads while I was in there. Anyway, they did announce that the next state will be Idaho, which is cool. Okay, we're in Albuquerque, so. But they also announced, they didn't promise, but they've got their fingers crossed if everything goes well. We will have another new truck in towards the beginning of this upcoming year for ATS. But they did not promise. They got their fingers crossed. Where's all the Christmas loads? Holy smokes. Alright, we'll do it. Why not? We have to go to 42 print to pick it up. Probably gonna be a little bit of a drive. I'd have 7 in there, but I don't know if they fixed that.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah, 53 miles.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Alright, but yeah, they announced that hopefully, if everything goes well and nothing gets hitched up, we'll have another new truck coming. But then they mentioned something that got my attention. They are going to it sounds like, rework the sounds and even give us sound effects for open windows. That I thought was nice. Let's hope that when they do that, these trucks and sounds I don't think they're gonna change the sound of the truck, but the way they come to us, the open window sounds might make the trucks tolerable. They honestly, they just sound neutered.
Turn left.
I live right by the interstate. Oh, not right by. I live, I don't know, probably a mile
Keep left.
from the interstate. And at night with the windows open, I can hear them trucks rolling down the road. I used to go out there with my, a couple different vehicles that I've had. I would get my CB set up in it and go park out there. You see them all over the place. When you drive down the interstate, you'll see little dead-end roads that come up to the interstate and stop. We've got a couple of those around here. And I would go park on those and sit and talk to the drivers as they go by. You get to see some of them really nice lit up trucks that way too. They're chicken lights. I wish we had a way of, we do, there's mods out there, but I wish we could they would just give us the extra slots from SCS to put on what we want, the way we want. That way we could
Keep right.
do it in here in multiplayer. The good side of multiplayer is everything you see on the road is a live driver.
Keep left. Exit right. Keep left, and then turn left.
And next Sunday I will be back to Euro
Turn
Truck.
left.
Not sure if it's going to be multiplayer or single player. That kind of goes on a last moment notice because it's weird. I don't know why, but sometimes I get lag, sometimes I don't. I don't like being on servers when I'm lagging, so like I've seen some micro stutters in here this morning. Nothing major, but then again, I drove for hours last night in here without a single problem. It's weird. Thank you for turning green.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
No, there's nobody here. I'm going to blow the light.
Turn left. Here we are, safe and sound. Drive safe.
Alright, give me a second. I'm going to grab me a drink and we'll get this load delivered. Alright. Let's get this load delivered. 385 miles. We should be able to knock that out pretty quick. Took me a little longer than I expected because I was looking at a text. The world is just, I don't know, a crazy place anymore.
Turn right.
Don't see nobody. We'll go on through.
Keep left and then
See, I will go through red lights. I mean,
turn left.
it's not that big of a deal as long as you're not interfering with anybody else. But now if I'm running in a group, probably 90% of the time I'll stop at those. This helps keep everybody together. Alright, let's get this thing up on the road. I'll be glad when, I'm not trying to rush Christmas, but the whole time that our Christmas tree's been up, it took enough of my room, of the room in here away that not being able to use my VR headset. Didn't think I was going to miss that so much, but I'm actually been kind of missing it. And I've only got some, I won't say simple games. I do have Lone Echo. I absolutely love that game. You've got VR, give Lone Echo a try. That is great. And part 2 is due to come out in the first quarter of next year. So I'm going to have that. Been thinking about buying a few more games, but I've been holding off because I can't use the headset right now because our tree's up. But there's simple games like, bowling. And I remember when the Wii come out and everybody's like, oh, hey, it gets me up off the couch. VR does exactly the same thing. And with my health problems, VR is nice. Be able to get up, move around a little bit. Bowling, I have table tennis. We have Beat Saber, and that one will, get you moving around. But I also got Robo Recall. I've got quite a few games actually. Don't really realize how many games you have until you start sitting down and thinking about it. But I'm thinking about buying The Climb. Also, I am getting Lone Echo 2. I mean, I loved that game, the way they did it. I wish they would. Everybody talks about Space Legs in Elite Dangerous, and the way they did the original Lone Echo, where there isn't gravity, you're basically floating around. So you just maneuver yourself around with little thrusters on your wrist, and then or grab items and pull yourself and push yourself off of them. That snow's getting intense. Can't see out the window. That's bad for anybody that's coming up alongside of me. I almost need a wiper over there. Oh, and I got Arizona Sunshine, but I think that game would be better with another person in there with me. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but who knows if I get my thinking about getting my wife and daughter. Don't tell anybody I said that, or tell them I said that, but I'm thinking about getting them an Oculus Quest, so that way they're not tied to my computer when they want to play. Because there's been times they wanted to play and I've been on the computer doing something and they won't even mention it, and it's like, just let me know, I'll get off. $300 miles. Might as well just set the cruise control and let it roll. Seeing a few more trucks. Quite a few trucks. Nice. turn off my mic while I take a drink so you ain't got to hear all that. Alright, I'm back. Trying to think, another 25 miles rolled off that quick. I think I've touched on all the news that I really needed to touch on as far as games that are coming up that I'm going to be playing. I have Need for Speed Heat, but I've reached a point with it that I've already completed the story. I've got all my parts unlocked. Okay, he must have been talking to the guys behind him. Here's another one of them speed checks. This is what I don't understand. Why are they slowing this? I mean, I understand, but I wish they would set it up to where it doesn't count out here on the big road. All the way down to 45 mile an hour. I gotta remember to get my music set up too. I redid some of my files, deleted out, probably by accident, all my music. Actually, my main music, which I couldn't play on here anyway because copyright music, I lost all that. I had a hard drive go bad. 200 plus gigs of music gone, wiped instantly because the hard drive hung up and won't work no more. So, yeah, that just bites. I had a lot of music on there. There's some more, another truck over there.
Keep left.
No, we're not pulling in. No. Stop the beeping, we're not pulling in. Send the ticket to Santa Claus, 'cause this load's in a hurry.
Go straight on.
Oh, incoming phone call. Be right back. Alright. Gotta love family. Under 200 miles, barely. Will be a little over on my normal hour today, but oh well. I am planning, it's just a loose idea right now, but I am planning an event next year, and I'll start advertising it long in advance before, so that anybody that wants to join in on it will be able to. But it's going to be a around the world in simulators, multiple, not just one. It'd be really easy for somebody to jump in a flight simulator and just fly around the globe. I'm talking, we got American truck, Euro truck, there's flight simulators, all these map mods. I want to mix and match as much as I can. And I know it's going to be a super long event, but as far as the flight part, if they've done it right in Flight Simulator in 2020, used to be you could share the controls of your plane with another person. So if we're doing a around the world event when we're in the airplane, one person can fly while the other person's resting, and they can swap back and forth. Too bad we don't have that for trucking, like long haul truckers. Now I'm talking true long haul, coast to coast. When you got two drivers in one truck, you can keep that truck rolling. But I am planning on doing that. I need to sit down and plot a path around the planet that I want to take, and then start looking for maps that will fall into that area, for trucking, because that's going to be the hard part, is getting the maps, to fill in spots on the globe, on the planet, to where I'm not flying all of it. There's going to be a big chunk of it flying. I'm sure there's a ship simulator out there somewhere that could take part of it. I'm not too much into ships though. I don't know. I'll have to check into that. Maybe I've seen a couple like sailboat simulators, but I don't think they go very far. Maybe that's what I'm going to do one of these days. Do a long stream and just do it live on Twitch, not actually save it, but do it live and just have people come in, and any ideas or any maps that they know, they can suggest them and I can write them down and check them out, because there is a lot of maps out there, for ATS and ETS, and I would love to be able to, there's going to be gaps. I understand that. Maybe you can drive to the border of this country and that's where the map ends. Go to a town that's got an airport in it, find that airport in Flight Sim 2020, jump in a small aircraft and fly across the next country to where you got a map that starts in another country, land and drive across that. I think it can be done. Well, we're down to about 105 miles. Well, them Christmas presents sure lit up all the way up the top of that ramp. Alright, I'm gonna sit back here and relax a minute. I'll turn off the mic, let y'all listen to the game. And I'm gonna drink my drink.
Keep left.
Alright. Well, we're gonna be not over by much. That was not bad. An hour stream. Right now it's exactly 1 hour. And we got 50 miles to 55 miles to go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sorry about that. I had a coughing attack. There's a bug going around, so I'm not 100% today. But this is the one event that I have scheduled every week. It's actually scheduled 10 a.m. CST every Sunday. I'm going to be right here in my chair live. Oh, whoa, 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 slow down, truck. And so far as I'm concerned, it's right now it's going to be trucking every Sunday morning at 10. But I am hoping it'll be tax time, so that's a couple months away. I need to start building that up. I need to start bugging my better half. Look at that. That just looks so cool.
Go straight on.
Looks like there's a little bit of wind. It's blowing snow. Wow, this looks cool. But I'm gonna start bugging my wife, putting that bug in her ear, get her used to the idea. Because my wife is a sweetheart.
Right. And then exit right.
She is the best person I know of on this rock. Best overall person.
Exit right.
And she just new things she's shy
Turn
from.
left.
Easy truck, easy. And if I could ever get her in here and get her started, I think she'd get hooked pretty quick. Being live and talking, and that's why I thought, well, you know, she doesn't want to drive because she doesn't. The driving part of the game, she's not very good at. She tries. Bless her heart, she tries.
Turn left.
But if I build a little simulated truck, meaning seats and
Turn
console and all that. She can sit there because she plays little games on her phone. She can sit there and read chat for me and play the games on her phone.
Get ready to turn left.
And she'll get a chance to talk to people around the world that way.
Turn left. This is where it ends.
Alright, we are here. Look at that. Alright, well, hey, thank you all for riding along today. Let me get this thing shut off. Next Sunday, I will be back in Euro Truck. I'm going to try to alternate ATS, ETS, ATS, ETS. And it, same time, every Sunday, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. CST. And I will be here. Come in. If I'm in multiplayer, you are more than welcome to join me. I have a Discord. I don't per se use it much, but I do. I'm using it right now because I have all my chat goes through my Discord with Restream. Anything anybody says on YouTube or Twitch comes through there, and I can see it. That way, it's easier for me to see my chat. So hopefully things will pick up and we'll get some people in here. I know after a few games upgrade, some of these guys will filter back in. A lot of them are playing Destiny 2 right now, and that's fine. Me, I'm jumping around different games. But hey, next Sunday, don't forget, 10 a.m. CST. I do it when my wife and daughter go to church. That way I've got the house to myself. It's quiet. Luckily, no family here yet. It's the holidays. Family's not here yet. This afternoon, probably. So I had to place to myself this morning, so I was able to do this. Catch y'all next week. Maybe might throw in a surprise video or two or live stream or two throughout the week. It is the holidays. I'm not doing anything else, so who knows? Maybe we'll get a Christmas Eve stream in. We'll see. Till next time, y'all. Y'all have yourself a super fireman.